You've probably heard that old Native American proverb where the young boy is talking to his grandfather, the chief, and the chief says, there are two wolves that every person has to deal with. One wolf brings happiness, joy, and peace, and the other wolf brings fear, sadness, lack, and they're always at war with each other. And the little boy asks a question, and the grandfather chief, in his wisdom, provides a very simple answer. Well, I want to share something with you that has come into my awareness and really helped me see what this whole personal development, spiritual growth journey is about, and frame that same story in a different way to help you right now in your life, no matter what it is that you're going through. If you're game for that, come on, my friend, let's dig into the soil of this together. Welcome back to my channel. My name is D. Grant Smith. I am the growth farmer for personal development through the lens of spirituality and storytelling. And as usual, we're going to dig into both of those today. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody that has come back as a subscriber. Thank you so much. I appreciate your love. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your care. And if you have not subscribed already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I promise it will bless your life. And thank you so much for all of your comments, all of your loving support, and your encouraging words. It means the world to me. I really, really do appreciate that. What I'm all about doing here on this channel is taking some of the things that I have been growing in personally and experiencing in my own journey and sharing that with you so that you can feel a combination of things. You can feel inspiration, you can experience some form of education and enlightenment, and also know that we're all going through these things together. Nobody has it all figured out. There's always something more for us to learn. I'm committed to being a perpetual student in the game of life, and I encourage you to do that as well. I was reminded of something yesterday, and that's what I want to share with you today about the two wolves proverb that is from a Native American tribe. Now, I don't remember exactly which tribe it is, but the story goes that a grandfather and grandson were having a conversation, and the grandson was talking about how he kept going back and forth between feeling really good and feeling really scared. And the chief grandfather says, well, you know, this is the way that life is. Inside of every single person, there are two wolves. There's a white wolf and there's a dark wolf. And the white wolf comes to bring peace, to bring joy, to bring love, to bring abundance. But there's also the dark wolf, and the dark wolf comes to bring fear and sadness and lack and scarcity. And these two wolves are in a perpetual fight with each other. And the little boy says, well, which one wins? And the elder chief says, whichever one you feed. Now, this is a very powerful proverb, and it's something that all of us can recognize in our lives because we all experience different realms of fear, doubt, worry, scarcity consciousness. It's all around us. We're influenced by it constantly. And if we feed these thoughts, if we feed these fears with our attention, with our focus, and we tell ourselves that this is the way things are, we're going to experience more and more of that, and that wolf is going to continue to pervasively win. But there is another wolf that is fighting for us in our favor. You can call this the Spirit of God. You can call this the divine. You can call this infinite love. And it does exactly what it seems like a white wolf would do. It comes to bring us peace. It comes to bring us security. It comes to bring us love. It comes to bring us abundance. And when we put our focus by feeding it, or when we feed it by putting our focus on it, that is the pervasive consciousness that we operate out of. Because this storyline of looking at things from two wolves is really about what is our state of consciousness. Whatever state of consciousness where our pervasive thoughts and our focus and our attention and our energy is going, that's going to be what it is that we experience. Now, I want to take this same story now and let's look at it from a growth farming perspective and see this not as two wolves at odds with each other, but let's look at this as the garden of the mind and the garden of the heart. The garden of the mind is what we're putting our thoughts and our attention on. And the garden of the heart is where we're putting our feelings and our energy. And yes, our feelings have incredible power. So while we might be thinking about having more money or having better relationships or things working out in our business or attracting a new house or gaining a new car or whatever, if we're not feeling something towards that, then it's just images on a screen. We're thinking of it. We're not thinking from it, as Neville Goddard teaches. When we think from something, it creates an emotional experience. We can feel what it feels like for that to be true. And in a garden, we're going to experience, whether we're planting flowers or we're planting fruit or we're planting vegetables, no matter what it is, we're going to plant things in the dirt. And here's something that I'm learning. This is something I shared last night with my Harvest Vineyard group. It's a private group coaching session where every single week I show up and I deliver a powerful teaching. And then we have a discussion about it. And we finish everything up by speaking blessings into each other. It's one of the most beautiful ways to shed and spread love directly to people. I feel good when I'm spreading and speaking blessings into people, and I feel good when I'm receiving it too. But here's one of the things that I shared, and this is true for all of us. If we're thinking of something, but we're not allowing ourselves to feel anything, we're just scattering seeds on the ground and wondering why nothing's growing. Because those seeds have to go into the soil. We have to put these desires and these imaginings into our heart. It's what Neville talks about when he says the feeling is the secret. You have to have an emotional experience of some kind. You have to feel something towards what it is that you're planting inside your garden. It has to, that those seeds have to penetrate into the dirt. And then from there, you water it. You water it with a variety of things. You can water it with affirmations, you can water it with visualization, but you water it with feeling, and you water it with that conviction of knowing that there is growth happening down there. And you separate yourself from having to see something in order to believe that it's real. Because believing is seeing. And recognizing that in your imagination, which is a combination of what you visualize and what you feel, it's in this imaginal place where reality is actually taking shape. If we are thinking that reality is something that is outside of us, we're going to continue to go about trying to change the outside world. But there is no one to change but ourselves. There is no gardening outside of us to create external change, except for the gardening that we do in our own hearts and our own minds. And when those weeds and thorns of fear and doubt and worry and stress show up, we can dig them up, yes. We can dig them up using tools like Ho'oponopono, or saying, that's not my story anymore. I'm focusing my energy on the flowers. I'm focusing my energy on the fruit trees. I'm focusing my energy on the vegetables that I planted, and I'm continuing to water them. Again, we're speaking metaphorically. I'm continuing to put my focus and my energy on the abundance that I believe is mine by divine right, the prosperity, the success, the love, the joy, the happiness. And not only am I going to say these words, but I am feeling in my heart and choosing to, from my heart space, feel love, feel joy, feel happiness. So as I'm thinking of these things, I'm feeling the feelings of what it feels like for it to be done right now. I'm going to sit in the pocket of this feeling. And as I'm doing this, I'm not giving attention to the things that I don't want to grow. I'm not feeding the black wolf. I'm feeding the white wolf. I'm watering the trees and the plants inside my inner garden, trusting and knowing that God is doing the invisible work under the soil to bring into my experience exactly what it is that I have been growing from within. Now, everything I've just shared with you is what the principle of growth farming is all about. And this is what I teach, this is what I live, and this is what I support people in the process of. And I'd love for you to come in and be a part of this journey with me. That's what the growth farming platform is all about. I have a variety of awesome tools and resources and inspirational things to share with you there that will transform your life from the inside out. And also in our community is an outlet for you to connect with me and connect with members of our community and gain the support. All of us want to have a community support and people that we can trust and we can build real connections with. And I'm putting my hand over my heart because this is my biggest passion, the relationship avenues of the growth journey, so that there is support and there is guidance and there is help and there is a growth process and a group learning process that's taking place together. All of the membership options are available at growthfarming.com. I invite you to come in and be a part of this dynamic, amazing community full of awesome and wonderful people that consistently show up to grow into the best version of themselves and support each other as we go through this process. That's all I have for you today. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I appreciate all of you for doing that. And if what I've shared with you today resonates, drop down and let me know in the comments. I appreciate you. I believe in you. I love you. And my friend, I will see you again soon. God bless you today.